today's game, if you look at today's game, that was a poor advert for the UCL, if I'm honest with you. You know, when you want to show the UCL off and show how good it is, you know, it's been total reverse today. You know, first and foremost, we've been poor. I thought Yaxley weren't that much better, and I know I shouldn't say it, but you know, probably the officials was along with us. You know, all in all, everybody on show today has probably had a pretty poor afternoon, really. Scrappy, lots of niggly little fouls and one thing and another, and you know, first and foremost, let's just hope that Matty Sparrow's all right, by the way, because nobody wants to see that. But all in all, yeah, disappointing. You know, I can go through the game and I can talk about the 2 goals we've conceded, and Kenny's definitely at fault for the first, we know that. You know, and the second one, I think the free kick is to us and not to them. You know, but after saying that, then it's a good ball in, and we haven't picked markers up again, so we're at fault for that. You know, when we've got ourselves back into it at 1-1, and the ascendancy is with us to go on and win it, then I feel we hadn't took that initiative, and you know, and then the first red card is without a doubt a red card. The second one, you know, I can't go on. I'm not. It's not sour grapes. It's nothing like that. I just think it's and even the job up, and you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But there we go. Hey, we dust ourselves down. We learn from it, and I certainly learn from it. We know where we've got to improve ourselves, and you know, well, the hard work started now. So we have to be better than that next season. 6 in the league is not good enough. It's not where Wisbech want to be. I know what I've got to do, and you know, that's easier said than done. But we've started. You know, I can't announce nothing at the moment because obviously we're too far away from it. But you know, we know we need to bring a few new faces in. And we'll do that. You know, it started. As I say, we can't do anything at the moment because it's far too early to do that. But believe me, the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks for me is going to be very intense. And I take it on the chin, but I also know that this football club that we're at, you know, the support we've had today is second to none, and I know that we've got to be better than what we've been this season. And you know, putting my head on the block, and I probably am, and I don't normally do things like that. We will be better than what we've been this season. I mean that. You know, I've got a little bit of something between my teeth at the minute, and I know we need to be better, and we will be. I can only just go and thank everybody who's given us a lot of support this season. You know, the chairman, the board of directors, and certainly the supporters. Been fantastic again, and we've got to make this club be proud of what it's got, and you know, that probably falls right at my feet. So I'm under no illusions the task I've got ahead, but I'm prepared to do that, and you know, be sitting here in 12 months' time in a little bit better state of mind than what I am tonight. Correct. I think I've spoke to 6 or 7, or should I say, no, I'll rephrase that. I have agreed with 6 or 7 of the present squad already, and they have agreed to stay. We can't name names because we can't sign forms yet, but we have, you know, been busy over the last week, You know, and it's relatively important that we keep hold of what we need to keep, you know, as they're bringing in, it gets too massive. So, you know, that was vitally important to me. I think, you know, I'm at a delicate stage with a couple that I desperately want to keep, and then, you know, there's 3 or 4 more that we'll have to talk to. You know, we're going to lose Yaxley because Yaxley's retiring, and what a professional he's been, you know, and you know, I thank him very much for what he's done for Wisbech Town, because he's been a staunch fan for us, you know, at 39 years old. I can't speak too highly of the boy. So, and I'm disappointed he you know, he got a niggling injury this season, and it didn't end right for him, but you know, we know he'll pack up. We've already lost Cobby halfway through the season through the same thing. He's retired, and there's probably be 1 or 2 more who slip away, but I think the core that I want, you know, I've nearly got, apart from probably 2.
In terms of season, we've been brilliant since Christmas, apart from today obviously. Played some nice stuff and beat some good teams. Been on a good run, and it's just a shame it didn't happen a bit earlier. Today's a big disappointment. To be honest, I don't think we've shown anywhere near the quality that we've got. We've just not performed at all in the grand scheme of things. For next year, we're not too far away. I don't think. All being well, there's a few teams that will regroup and do the same as us, where you've got a modest playing budget, you've got a group of mates that have been together for 2, 3, 4 years or whatever it is. Your Deepins, your Yaxleys, Wisbech haven't got a lot to do in terms of being a very competitive side, and hopefully a competitive league. I think we just need a bit more energy. Like today, I don't think we've troubled them in terms of people running past players on their team, and we've not really made them have to think about, oh crikey, I don't know what he's going to do next or what's going to happen. So I think we just a bit of energy, a bit more fitness, and we won't be too far wrong. Yeah, to be honest, you can't compete with our fans in this league, I don't think. For volume and for dedication, the home and away, week in, week out. You've seen the amount of them here today, which I would dare say outnumbers neutrals and Yaxley fans. Like I say, it's a brilliant sport, and it's something that I don't think any other team has. You come to Wisbech and there's a couple of hundred. All right, 2 or 3 years ago there was probably 300 or 400, but that's a bit the way of the world. But then you go to places like Harbour and Harrowby, and there's 20 people, a few parents and a couple of dogs watching. So it is a massive push when you've got people to play in front of. And no, just thanks to all of them for turning out. Hope to see as many as possible at the presentation, and then again next year, and see what we can do into next season.